There's been a lot of new features added to the beta recently, so let's take a look at the colors for the top list. Here you can see I haven't selected any colors. So let's make a really simple example. Let's say I want to know anything that's up for the day for at least 50 cents. And green looks like a nice color. So 50 cents and above is green, and anything below is white. This is the list of data that is available. It's the same data that is in these columns here. And you can see instantly that before I hit OK, certain things were highlighted. I'm going to hit OK just to look at this for a while, but it's not very exciting. So what if I want to see stuff that's up for the day or stuff that's down for the day? Well, let's say anything that's down by more than 50 cents would be -50. Let's set that to red. Again, we want 50 cents or less, but anything more, let's set to white because that doesn't seem to be interesting. Add. Wow, very quickly I can see. This was sorted to show you the highest volume on top, but at the same time, we are also highlighting certain prices. Let me make another window just so we can compare this to what I want to do next. Let's say something very simple. Let's say black would represent things that aren't up or down for the day, but anything that's below 0 is red. So if you're negative for the day, you're red. And if you're positive for the day, you're green. That worked fast enough. As you can see, there's definitely a lot more items here. Basically, this one was up a little bit, but not enough. And this one said anything that's more than 0 is that color. So it's only the things that are exactly 0 that show up like this. What if I wanted something in between? What if I wanted to highlight stuff more that was way up for the day and less if it was not very far up for the day at all? Let's change this. Let's make it all black for the center, so anything that is near 0 will be black. Let's say anything that's up by $1 is green, and anything that's down by at least $1 is red. So what do we have here? We have this, which is black, to say that it's 0. And this is basically black because it's only up by 2 cents, and 2 cents is not that interesting. Here we have something that's kind of dark. It's up by 16 cents, and it's dark, but it's still green because it's up a little bit. Here's a slightly brighter shade of green to say that this one is up slightly more, and a slightly brighter shade of green to show that this is up even more. And then an even brighter shade to say that this one is way up. Same thing with the reds. This one is just a little bit down, so you can't really distinguish it from black. Here it's a little more down. It's 36 cents down, so it's kind of a dark red. Then a bright red to show that it's way up. Of course I could add even more. Anything that's down by $2 is pink. Notice the equals sets the other two. That's just the most common case. You could always go in and change one of these if you want to. So now the thing that's way down is even more obvious because I added a special color. Let's do the same thing for the greens. Let's say if you go up by at least $2 or +2, let's make that a bright green. Stuff really stands out when it's up a lot. This is up $5. This one's only up by $1. So the whole point is that I only picked these 5 colors, and anything that's in between automatically gets a color that's in between. So this 37 cents that was between 0 and 1, the color is also between 0 and 1. This is a very powerful tool, and it will help you see the data much more clearly and much more quickly.